Hey guys, it's Solemn, the gamer who's bad at games. Sorry that last week there was no Monster Train episode. It ended up missing like the last 3 minutes of the run or something like that. It was a good run. And I'll show you guys here. We ended up doing a, I'm pretty sure that was a melting Umbra run. It turned out really well, but the last 3 minutes was the exciting part, and it ended up getting cut off because I was saving in the wrong drive. I know I'm a mess, but we only got one left here to do, so that's what we'll be doing today. It'll be Umbra with a Stygian backup. Oops. I did play a few runs without you guys, but trust me, I didn't miss anything super exciting. I think I had that backwards. Yeah, that's better. And then after, if we get a win on this run, we'll start doing some Covenant. Next week maybe we'll do a Covenant run just with random picks and kind of see what happens, but hopefully we'll get the win today. So far recording with you guys has been actually pretty good luck for me, but we'll see. Play a card with Consume, deal 30 damage, Merchant Cause. Honestly, grabbing this early can make a huge difference later, so we'll pick that up. It doesn't really help us in combat, but later on it'll help us upgrading cards and whatnot. I always kind of like the trample one on this one, because if you put a few things in front of him to block, he can clear floors, especially early. And honestly, summoning extra doesn't really do as much for us as you think that it might, because there's still like an upwards cap of 7 units, so upgrading your capacity only does so much for you. We're gonna do another no trials run probably, unless we got one that's super easy. I know it's not exciting, but we'll start doing that stuff later, guys. Right now we're just trying to like fill up our wins. I think I'm just gonna put this guy out to body block that damage, but we can clear the floor already, as you can see, and I'm just gonna put one of these guys on each of these floors for when the collector shows up. I got 2 there again, we got lethal again. Let's just go ahead and body block again. First floors are always kind of easy, guys, especially when you got a big heavy hitter like Penumbra or Richter. They both tend to be kind of heavy hitters. Alright, let's just throw these out. We've probably got the win already, but we're just covering our own butts here. Now we should have lethal on the first hit. There we go. First level down, guys. Let's see what we got for our draft here. We'll just grab the Space Prism, because why not? And some of the Stygian spells are super strong, but these ones kind of expensive. Oh, pardon me. We'll grab the Titan's Gratitude, just because 30 damage is nothing to sneeze at, and I think it does it twice. Did I read that incorrectly? Just 30 damage to the front and discard. That's not too bad. Now normally I wouldn't go with the Umbra units, but I think because Stygian units kind of are a bit finicky, we'll go with this. This is not ideal. I guess we're grabbing that one just because, but honestly, he's not that great. Remove Consume and add an extra cost. And then we'll make it free. I think that'll just be a good enough move for now, guys. None of our spells otherwise are really worth upgrading right now, so we're not going to worry too much about that. Alright. blocked some damage and we took out some damage. We'll put this guy on the second floor. We'll have to skip our Shadow Eater for now. Hopefully the collector shows up at the second floor, but we'll see. Yeah, well, okay, we were lucky there. Well, this is free, so we'll just put that out there so we can put maybe a train steward in front of him later. The first floors are always kind of easy because they're so low health. If you have a heavy hitter, then you should be fine. We're going to put the train steward out as a body blocker, putting another one up here, and we'll just shade split for one. It gives us an extra ember, so we're fine with that. And that should be a win here anyways. Put out an extra body blocker, throw that out. This guy could go on the second floor, whatever. I forgot the extra body blocker doesn't work when they've got sweep, but what can you do? We'll take the free morsels and card draw might be a good idea. Okay, we haven't taken pyre damage, so we don't need this. We don't have a lot of spells. Don't know what we would duplicate necessarily. Maybe the thing that gives us capacity, but we're going this way anyways. We'll check this out. We'll grab a morsel maker just because we can kind of make some use of him. We'll actually... Should we duplicate him? Because if we put one behind him and one behind Penumbra, then we don't have to worry about morsels pretty much the rest of the run. We'll just do that. See if we can get that combo working. I've seen this guy in the last few runs actually. You see a tent before you, there's a winged guy. Basically if you want to give him a spell or a unit, he'll upgrade it. I don't know what I'd want to give him. Honestly, I'd probably want to give him the Shadow Eater, but you want to usually give him something that's already upgraded because he'll upgrade it past what its upper capacity is. So we'll actually, I think, give him the Space Prism. And basically he'll come back in the next few combats and he'll have upgraded it, and then he can upgrade it further after that. But I don't know if he comes back after boss fights or not. We don't like when the enemies explode, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Just means we're gonna have to kind of watch our butts a little bit more. Put him out on this floor. Okay, at least they don't have lethal now, so that's alright. I think he's gonna die anyways, to be honest, but I can't really do anything about it. Put one of these guys up at the top for now. Yeah, not much to do here. Basically, it's just because those units exploded. If they didn't, then we wouldn't have had an issue. It's kind of not what you want to see, but put one of these guys out front for now. Honestly, this is fine. We don't mind losing free units. I'll just kind of keep pinging things down where I can. He's just gonna die. Kind of a bad play, but sometimes you just gotta compulsively throw down cards and hope for the best. It's gonna be like the tankiest train steward ever in a few minutes, but alright, well that's not what you want to see. That doesn't help very much. Alright, well that's what we can do, guys. We we don't mind losing train stewards, and eventually these morsel makers start eating their own morsels, I think, if there's nothing else there, but... Took some pyre there, but that's fine. Sometimes you just have to accept that you're going to take some pyre damage. Let's see here. I think we just pop that and maybe get some morsels in front of him to block some damage. I think that's an alright play. The morsel parade it's a valid strategy, but it's not one that I'm usually a fan of. Umbra is statistically my weakest faction, but it's alright. This is what I was looking for. I was hoping to get this guy out. He's too fat. Ah, no. Okay. Why don't we know what we gotta do later then, at least. So there's no point in playing him because honestly he's just going to hinder us at this point then. So it's Frozen Lance. This guy maybe. Put that out there. Just pop him with a spell. Honestly, he's probably going to wear his way through the first floor pretty quick, and we're just hoping that we have our second and third floors leveled a little bit more by the time he gets there. Sorry if you guys hear the construction stuff outside. It's annoying, but can't do anything about it. Let's go like this, because then he'll eat the damage shield. Something at least. Alright. Well, who's to say, but Daedalus might get to our pyre. I don't think he's got the win, which is fine. But I need damage. But none of those are damage. Alright. Fair enough. We're gonna have to hope for the best here. Okay. Pumped up and Umbra morsel guy is apparently stronger than I gave him credit for. We'll pick up the Wretch, but I'm not usually a big fan of it. This guy's ridiculous, but obviously you have to do something for both capacity and for Ember. We'll pick him up though, because if we can make him work, then that's just funny. We'll obviously pick up the Ember, because the R1 spell that we gave to the winged guy will give us capacity, and we don't really need the draw right now. But if we're going to make that big fellow work, then we're going to need the Ember anyways. So we can get rid of stuff on this side. Upgrade some guys. I think honestly we're gonna do that because we got the merchant cost thingy anyways. Give somebody endless. I don't know about that. An endless Shadow Siege would be hilarious, but I don't think most things are gonna kill a 150 health guy anyways. One of these guys endless, that might not be a bad plan, but giving this guy 10 damage to start with is kind of smart, I think, if we're going to keep him around. So we'll actually upgrade him a couple times and then we'll leave. We might come back in a minute. Honestly, I think we're going to get rid of one of these Frozen Lances because they're not super useful, and we'll get rid of a Train Steward, kind of like spread out our dismissals a little bit there, and we'll try to upgrade. We don't want to make him even bigger, or we won't be even able to do anything with him, so we'll use the Architect, because at least then we'll be able to summon some things on his floor, maybe. And I don't think we need to go back to the shop, actually. We'll just kind of head on. Apply directly to your forehead. I don't know if that commercial airs anywhere but Canada, but it used to be all the time. So we're going to need to find a way to get extra Ember, and that'll be from... Alright, one sec. I'm going to put a cut in. Be right back. Hey guys, I'm back. I didn't do anything while you were gone, sorry, but Bub walked in. I kind of forgot what time she worked today. Alright, so we're going to stick a train steward out front as a body blocker. He's going to die, but we honestly don't care. We can't use an incant on this guy because he'll just gain armor, and we're just going to put a train steward on the next floor, and we're going to be okay with that. That's not exactly where we wanted that collector to show up, but it's fine. Now we're going to put this guy on the bottom floor. He'll start feeding the our Penumbra there. We'll give the Penumbra a lifesteal so that next time he hits he'll heal up like all of the damage that he just got. We haven't consumed anything yet, so that's not worth anything. We don't have mana, and we'll just put this guy up here to give this guy some extra health because we may as well. Couldn't get the collector that time. It's alright, guys. Sometimes you just can't. It doesn't always work out. Okay, so now we still can't put this up here because we don't have the capacity, but we can put him on this floor this time. Give him a damage shield. When he eats, he'll do some damage. That's fine. So we actually have a healthy second floor for a change. This guy's still got incant, so we can't do nothing about him. So we're going to take some Pyre again. Potentially. Yeah, we got close there, but not quite. And that discard didn't do anything for us, so. Well, I gave him a shield because I forgot not to incant on that floor, but that's fine. Lifesteal's strong if you can make it work, guys. Just keep that in mind. We'll have to heal our Pyre again. Hopefully you guys didn't see that screen burp there, but that's fine. Alright, looks like we can get rid of the front guy, and that's fine. Getting rid of the back guy would be nice, but we can't really do anything about that. Even if we had direct damage, it would just make this guy shielded. I'm going to make sure that we get some morsels out. These Ember ones are good because then if Shadow Siege comes up, we might be able to cast him. We don't have space for any of the rest of those. We've got lethal that floor, we got part lethal that floor, so we're just going to go with that. Okay, so Shadow Siege will probably be next floor, next draw, so we're gonna have to hope for some extra Ember, but might just not work this time. We're just gonna bop him with damage because we may as well. All of our guys getting stronger. I can't remember if this guy has sweep. It doesn't look like he does. And of course we don't have the... We're off by 1 Ember for the Shadow Siege, so that's a little bit disappointing. But we don't got anywhere to put him anyways. He's too fat. I just realized. Barf. That's a lot of morsels, guys. There was no point in doing that, by the way. I just thought it'd be funny to barf up everything we beat in this this match. I forgot to look at what kind of damage we had going on, but I can tell right now we didn't have lethal. So we're gonna have to make sure to try to feed this guy some morsels here for the damage. Can't use that anyways, but we can use this, and we can do this, and I'll just discard that one, and that should be fine. Alright, well, we did alright on that one. And we don't quite have lethal here, so let's see if we can poke him a little bit and make a difference, but we can't cast anything else, so we're gonna have to just hope. The pyre is going to have to carry some of this load, I guess. About 2 shots from the pyre and he's down, but he did a lot of damage to the pyre. It's not great. Gonna have to figure out some solutions here. This would be nice for the sake of the Shadow Siege, but it also takes up most of a floor. I don't like any of these that much. Except for this, actually. This could bring me Shadow Siege for less cost, so we'll grab that. We don't like any of those. And he's back with our spell. Let's see what he did to it and if it's worth giving it to him again. So he gave us... Oh, we'll just take it now, because honestly an upgraded version of that isn't going to do anything for us. And now we'll at least have more capacity when we need it. We need to go the heal side just because, and we can get rid of another Train Steward. And get rid of another Frozen Lance. And let's see what we have in here. We'd make something large. But honestly, I don't know if that's the plan. Making one of these guys do a little bit more damage would be good. We can make him even tankier just for the fun of it, but... We'll refresh just because we can. Quick is nice. We'll make sure that he has quick so he does 200 damage first. It's hard to ignore. We'll make sure that that one does some damage and we'll leave. We'll call that one good enough, guys. Okay, so she is super annoying. We might lose the run here just because of that. I've lost a lot of runs to her and from the guy that hits like 5 times. Make sure that we have the extra Ember coming in. Okay, Collector on that floor. We don't have quite enough mana. It's probably not the play, guys, but I'm just going to make a body blocker out of a morsel. Then we have the mana, so we'll put this out as well. Alright. So this would be useful, except that we don't have Shadow Siege in our discards, or on our draw pile, so it doesn't do anything for us there. There's no point in retching yet, so just put a morsel out as a body blocker again. That'll be the play for now. I don't want to put him out because if we can get the Shadow Siege, I'd like to, even though he might not actually see any play. Well, at least he's not taking any damage here. He's technically gaining as much damage as he loses. So we'll just leave that because he'll at least get lethal on one of these guys. I really don't want to put anything on the next floor right now. All these guys die. I'll just help the damage a little bit. It's something. I'll put this guy out front just because. Fair enough. Yeah, we'll call that good. I still want to leave an empty floor for Shadow Siege if I can. Naturally, we get him when we don't have any way to make him cheaper or etc. So yeah, it looks like it might not be the floor for him. Do this just for the extra mana. put these guys on the top floor for next time a creature comes up. We'll hopefully be able to put him out. I played those in the wrong order, but that's fine. Second floor is getting kind of spooky, so that's fine. Because she's probably going to crack through this floor anyways. Put him up here just because he's a creature. Body block and attack. Basically just kind of want to flood your floors with some damage because she's going to stealth through a lot of it anyways. She's still got 3 turns of stealth. That's not ideal, but hopefully this guy eating will cause some damage anyways. Put a body blocker in front of him for now. Tag her with some damage. She still takes damage from spells even though she's in stealth, and technically his Gorge ability is a spell, so that's important to keep in mind. She's going to probably do some fire damage and there's not much we can do about it. That is not what we wanted to happen. But he's a 20 morsel, so that's kind of funny. Just cast these to cast them, because whatever, but we were hoping for that Shadow Siege play there. This might be it here. Oof, barely not, guys. Hopefully we can pull back, but that got closer than I'd like. Trigger feeding. That might save us later, and we'll skip that. We've got to heal again, guys. Damage shield to the first unit summoned. Remove buff effects. These are both pretty good, but if we keep in mind who we're summoning or what we're summoning, then the damage shield's probably the play. That'll help Umbra last a little bit longer, at least. We don't really have anything that we need to give quick to. Can't give 1 armor. We'll put it on one of our morsel makers just because it's kind of funny. We cast spells on his floor, he gains armor. That's something at least. If things go according to plan, we'll have another win here, guys, but if not, then it'll be the first short episode anyways. Okay, so he's got the damage shield now. It's not the morsel maker that we'd want on this floor, but that'll be fine. I'll put him down even though we can't feed him right now. At least it's 15 damage. Alright, so we can put him down now. Incant for some armor. And we'll also pop this because then we can give him some lifesteal and some damage. We don't have space for that one to have damage yet. Let's put this guy on the top floor because he'll actually start pinging away for damage, believe it or not. This one won't, but I think that'll be fine. Does this guy's Gorge thing hit everybody on the floor? Because I thought it was just the front guy. If it hits everybody, then that's actually pretty good. It's the effectively a sweep ability then. Deal 10 damage to, yeah, it's everybody on the floor. That's actually pretty good. Do we have Shadow Siege in here? We don't, so we're not going to be playing that one right now. We'll trigger this. The incant's not great, and I wasn't paying attention, so we'll put that up here. Because giving him armor is not great, but it'll also give him armor. And we can put these out so that Penumbra gets some more damage and lifesteal. Well, there's not much to say here, guys. It's just kind of clean up right now. Hoping not to let anything get too far. We're actually gaining 22 health here, so that's good, but I wonder if we can ping it down to get more health. Doesn't appear. That guy doesn't have incant, so we'll throw this up. Give this guy damage shield because we may as well. I think the red guy has trample, harvest. Okay, so he's gonna get some stuff off of this, maybe. If I feast, then he definitely will. Just use this for the damage. It's got a spell shield, I just forgot, but fine, we'll just ping the spell shield. It'll be fine, it's not like it causes any damage to my guys or my pyre or anything like that, so. Killed him before his harvest could take effect, that's good. And now he'll actually just do the trample on his own. This is like the least ideal hand right now, but I'll be fine. Do I even have anything in here? I have a train steward. Don't think there's any need to play any of that actually. We like when he's on this floor because then we can actually peg him with some stuff. This guy has harvest, that's right. That's our front. We'll just feed up this train steward because we have the mana for it. Yeah, it's not really going to do much for us, but at least it'll crank out some ember for us. Okay, put an extra space on that just in case. We'll trigger the feeding here. We'll retch that. Make sure that he gets a damage shield. I should have put that in the front. And extra damage is good. I should have put the lifesteal. These are some misplays, guys, but won't cause too much issues, I hope. Make sure that he gets some extra damage, and then the rest we'll just kind of put here. The goal at this point is make sure that statue's not there by the time Fel gets to the third floor, if they do. Half health, not that bad. Put out a damage shield. Block something at least. Discard him because we can't play him anyways. Put those out. Spell shield does nothing here, so we can kill her on the third floor so long as we can get rid of this statue. Pretty good damage from our second floor, actually. Very nearly was able to beat it. So 13 damage is what we gotta do, but effectively 26 because we need to get through the statue as well. Put that out front. Misplayed again. Always gotta remember to put these guys, like put the one out front that's gonna tank your damage. And I'll just play these because they're free, but looks like we got lethal, so we might have just gotten through it. The damage shield was what did it. There we go, we got through that floor with no pyre damage. That's what we're looking for. Deal damage to the front enemy unit 2 times the number of spells in your deck 3 times. So 30 damage. Is that 30 damage 3 times, or is that 30 damage total? We don't have Frostbite, and we don't like Ember Drain. We'll pick it up, because if we can make it cheaper, I'd like to see how that works. And we could use more Ember. If we can get the Shadow Siege play to work, then that's ideal. I'd like the Concealed Caverns, but I think this time we have to still go for the heal because we've made mistakes in the past and we're still paying for it. We'll grab the Dark Forge first. Making him take 5 space is not great. But we also don't need extra. Well, I guess we could use the extra because I keep using the extra capacity anyways. Gain holdover. I don't know. This would be nice for holdover. We'll also make it cheaper so it's a little less iffy. And we'll give one of these consume just so that we can get it out of our deck. I don't think we need to reroll. Ugh, armor guy. Alright, put him out. Make sure he gets another shield. He's taking 27 damage, so let's try to minimize that. Free units are good for that. I should have probably put the Train Steward in because we don't like them that much anyways. Put him on the 2nd floor because it worked out last time. And we'll hold off that for now. 5 damage to the front enemy unit. Well, no point in getting that party started early. Okay, again, this is not what you want to see. Put another damage shield in front of him. Now he's taking no damage. That's good. Fortunately, it means we don't get the collector this time, but that's gonna have to be fine as well. We've saved up some money, and our merchants don't cost that much, so that should be fine anyways. Okay, we can put him out now. Put this guy in front to soak some damage. Also put this guy out in front. He's still gonna die. Okay, now he's not gonna die. Let's make a conscious effort here. The first creature I play is going to have a damage shield. So this guy has damage shield. Let's see. So is this going to do 32 damage 3 times? Yes, it is. Okay. Looks like not the greatest thing that could ever happen to us. The reason I don't use the card draw there, guys, is because if I draw a card with that card and there's nothing in my hand, then I would literally have to discard it. This round is not going well for us, guys. I'm not seeing a lot of light at the end of this tunnel. So here's what I think we do. I think we try to beam this guy down because he's got a lot of health, and then we retch on this floor so that this guy gets the armor, and then we look for damage on this floor because they can actually ping him for damage. Put things behind the damage shield. Including this guy. And then we'll ping him for a little extra damage. Do we have any more damage here? We don't. So then aside from that, we make sure that we've got extra mana coming to us. And extra damage shields coming to this guy. I think that's about the best we could have hoped for. This guy's got Harvest, I didn't realize. Effectively just feeding him health. Oh boy, the misplays this game, guys. Oh. Of course we can't trigger the feeding, otherwise we could put him out, but we literally don't have space for him on any of our floors. Now that we actually have the mana. Put that out so he starts getting more consistent food. That was just disappointing. The one time we could cast him and we didn't have a free floor. Just trying to make sure that I also get the incants where I can. Well, it'll be a valiant effort from a support character anyways. Peg him with this again. He gains damage when he gets damaged, so that's not great. But if we can put this out, maybe the lifesteal will keep us alive once more. It's possible. I don't know. I think this one's game, guys. I don't see my third floor being able to defend against this. Yeah, here's some insult to injury. I may as well. One final vomit. Oh lord. Okay, well, this looks like game. I don't think our pirate can't even survive a hit, so we lose here, guys. Well, we got close to defending there, but that'll be game. Hopefully it wasn't too disappointing for you. It was definitely disappointing for me. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll leave a link to the first part of the previous run, as well as I'll leave a link to another playlist this time. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.